Here we are.
Here we are.
How are you? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Do you feel as good as you look? Because you must feel amazing.
Oh my gosh.
How do you like that one? What's going on, everybody? How is everyone out there in the cruise crew world?
Oh,
we are super excited to be here. Yep, there's the chat. We're going to pull it right up here for you. We are going to pull it right up. Good evening, everyone. Listen, I appreciate Pamela. If you can, I mean, if you want to keep watching The Voice, that's cool. Or you can switch back to us. I mean, I realize The Voice is a big deal.
Funny.
We were just talking about something earlier.
We were talking. Our daughter came over yesterday, and we were talking about why that particular daughter does. We never see her on the live show, and she let us know that we were in competition with The Bachelor.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh. Okay.
Exactly. So we can't really compete with The Bachelor with our daughter Brittany. So there you have it.
But I think,
yeah, Brittany, we called you out.
I think tonight might be the last night of The Bachelor for a while.
I think maybe she can join us.
I don't know. So.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Night Live show. Her name is Sharon. My name is Jamie, and together we are
Sharonatsea.
Sharonatsea. We are 2/3 of Sharonatsea. As you know, 1/3 usually doesn't get involved unless there's a major giveaway going on. And tonight, we're not giving anything away. So, sorry about that. So, all you hundreds of people that are out there, or should I say you 111 people that are out there, if you're here for a big giveaway, there isn't one. I'm just sorry to disappoint you and tell you that. But we are super excited to have you here.
Chat and have some fun.
We are. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And thank you for joining us. And it's just a little something we do on Monday nights. We get together with all of our closest friends, and we sit here and we shoot the breeze. We chew the fat. What other words, what other terms are there for hanging out and talking with other people? We shoot the stuff. We shoot the stuff. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? So we're super excited to be here. We have a couple things that we want to go over and talk about tonight. But first things first, should we go out and see who's here?
Let's see who's here.
Should we say, can you guys hear us okay? Is everything coming through loud and clear? Are you reading us? Are we, let's see if somebody can say, shoot the ship. Yes, York said that.
Yeah,
shoot the ship. Thanks, York. And we're going to coin that phrase. Tony said, chop it up. You're exactly right. That's what the kids say. Chop it up, I believe. Yes, I am wearing my fancy glasses so I can actually read the chat. It helps me, and maybe I'll get through things a little faster. We'd like to acknowledge the first person that we noticed in the chat early on was a young lady by the name of Nancy Plack, and we'd like to welcome Nancy home from her amazing Horizon trip, and she is throwing some vlogs out there as we speak. She dropped one. Is that what the kids say too? She dropped a vlog today, or it was like late last night, so go check that out for a good time. Check out the one and only, the Hammer of the channel. You love her, you know her, you can't live without her. Nurse Nancy.
Yeah, I got a kick out of watching them, what is it, de-ice or whatever, the plane.
Yeah.
Because we've never experienced that here living in Arizona. We've never had ice.
If I was getting on a plane and they were de-icing it, I would not be on that plane. I don't know who gets on a plane that's covered in ice. That can't be good.
There has been a few times in Arizona, though, in the heat of the summer where the airport, they've postponed the flights because the runway was too hot. Everything was too hot, I guess.
And when the air temperature is over like 120, it makes it so that the planes have trouble flying. So I guess it's one extreme or the other. Yeah. But anyway, enough weather chat.
All right.
Is this a weather channel? We are the weather channel tonight. Listen, let's say hi to a few folks, and then we'll try to catch up. First off, thank you everybody for being here. I see a few names that we usually call on, so let's head to the bottom of the list and head right back up to the top. And by bottom, I just mean first, not that you're at the bottom. The Claykowskis, Darlene Porter is here, Dave and Brandy, you know, the usual suspects, Pamela, Thomas, Kenneth Glass, Life with Favor. If you guys don't know this, let me make sure that you all know, not that you don't all know already, but what used to be It's Our Fenwick Life is now Life with Favor. So I'm not sure if she kicked Rob out, if she cut him out of the deal, or if he just said, I'm going to step back and let the boss handle things. I'm not sure. I mean, who knows? She might take a page out of that book, and pretty soon it'll be Life with Sharon at Sea, and with no Jamie. You never know what could happen. So so I hope you don't start some kind of rebellion, Favor, to kick the guys out. But yes, Life with Favor. Make sure you're checking them out. Alana Zingano may or may not be here. I saw that she was live a moment ago. She's on what, the Navigator of the Seas?
Yeah, I think she was live.
Yes.
My phone just notified me she was live. But
so don't. I mean, I don't want you to leave us
later.
to go watch. I mean, nothing personal, Alana. Don't leave us to go watch her. I mean, unless you want to. We can't tell you what to do. We're just friends. She was doing a live earlier, and I don't know if she's still live or not. But make sure that you go watch her live on the Navigator of the Seas at some point
that
later.
ship looks pretty cool. It looks they've just done some refurbishing, or kind of went to dry dock, and it looks like they've added some cool new things.
That is awesome. Ann Jordan's here, the queen of the emojis. What's going on, Ann? Great to have you. Busy Mama is here. Let's see. Let's get a little bit deep into things. York, we already acknowledged York Ragsdale in the house. These were some of the early folks. Blaine 2007. What's going on, Blaine? Glad to have you here again.
Hi, Blaine.
Betty O is here. Betty O's in the house. Great to have Betty O. Griff and Alyssa are here. What's going on, guys? They are rocking and rolling over there. They got a big giveaway, so make sure you check them out. It's I think it's like a Gleam giveaway they are doing, and they are blowing up. So I think they're giving away 100 GoPro 7s. Is that how many it is? Maybe you guys can clarify. I thought I heard the top 100 winners will each get a GoPro 7. I'm not sure if I'm right on that. You guys can let me know. High Seas Paul is here. What's going on? High Seas Cindy and High Seas Paul. Great to have you guys here.
Krista. Hi.
Sean and Steph IRL are here. What's going on, guys?
Sean and Steph. We just watched.
Yeah, so weird. We were just watching those guys. They are doing a great vlog on Symphony of the Seas, and we are going to be going on Symphony of the Seas. So listen, just because we vlog and do things
Symphony of the Seas
doesn't mean we don't watch someone else and try to draw information. Those guys share a lot of great info. So we were checking them out earlier, truth be told, and there you go. That's that's how we learn a little bit about.
And we love your ATV tour and your just getting off and kind of doing your own thing, because that's what we like to do. So we really like watching that kind of stuff.
We love ATV. They love ATV. Maybe one day we'll do a big ATV tour together. Right. Gordon Buddy Johnson's here. Cruise Geek at Sandy. What's going on? Degenerate Cruisers are here. Guys, how are you? Great to have you. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'll probably miss some people. Jim and Annette Thalman. What's going on, guys? Josh Odom is here. Shirley Dixon.
You said Jim and Annette.
I did. Okay. About 4 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She's not paying attention to me. Bruce and Cindy McMillan are here. Florida Chris is here. Bristol Woods.
Hey, Bristol.
Let's see.
Kim Buechner.
Who's closer? I thought.
Buddy Johnson. Hi.
Yes. Kim. Vlog channel's here. What's up? Charles Hahn. Cruising through life with Cindy Huber's in the house. So what is going on, Cindy Huber? Nice to have you here. Kathy Zoda's here. Rick, keeping it real, Del Real, is in the, I don't know why I say that. I feel like I'm like an 80s radio DJ every time I say that. So thank you, Rick.
Oh my gosh.
Janice Crayco. What is going on, Janice? Hold on, Janice Crayco.
What?
How do I know that name?
I don't know.
Is that that's not the same as Clayco? Crayco?
No.
Wow, I just got.
That's an R, not an L.
Man, I'm seeing Klaykowski stuff in my dreams.
And you have your glasses on too.
I do. Chad Clark, what's going on? Chad, hold on. Chad just said, have you been on the Vista or Horizon? What do you think about it? Chad, I appreciate the question, but listen, buddy, maybe you need to tune into some of the vlogs, because we are doing a whole vlog that we just got off of the Horizon not too long ago.
We've been on both of the ships.
Yes.
And we prefer the Horizon much more than the Vista.
So go check out, listen, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you subscribe. As a matter of fact, stop what you're doing right now. Subscribe. You get notification of all the videos that are coming out. We're vlogging the Horizon right now. So get in on it, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have
any questions that you want to ask here, feel free to type them in and ask us tonight.
Sherry Smith is here. What's going on, Sherry? I'm just going to bounce ahead a little bit. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Millie Kelleher is here. Heidi Wallace, what's up? Just got back from Mexico on the Splendor. Had an awesome trip. Thanks for the advice. Came in very handy.
Oh.
Heidi, you're very welcome. We're glad that we had some advice that you benefited from, so that is cool.
There's Timothy Walters and Taser Travels and Tony Barnett.
Tony Barnett is here.
Tony Barnett tonight.
Tony, you're not even incognito. You're actually just Tony Barnett. You're not Cruise Tuber. You're not Lalito Loca. You're just good old Tony.
He's himself tonight.
All right, I like it. Chrissy Priest is here. What's going on? Janet Moyer. Amy Rogers is in the house. You did say Timothy Walters. Great to see you here, Timothy. Real Life Cruisers are here. Beth Ullinger, our neighbor down the road.
Hi, Beth.
Cruising with Judy. Jan Booth is here. Woo, Stacy McDonald. McConnell. I'm sorry, McDonald. I must be hungry. I'm thinking of McDonald's.
Oh, Amy Rogers is here. Hi, Amy.
What's going on, Amy? Andrew Squeeze is here. Crazy Cat Traveler NW is here. What's going on? Glad to have you here. Let's see. I got you, Jamie and Sharon, at the same time. All right, that's good, Pamela. Hey, speaking of time, we almost missed the whole thing tonight because as you guys all kind of changed your clocks and did all that thing, unless of course you're Beth Ollinger because she lives right down the road and she didn't do it. But we didn't have to change our clock. So usually it's 7 o'clock here when we go on, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. Well, now we're in the same time zone as the West Coast.
Yeah.
So now it's 6 o'clock. So we are starting ourselves an hour earlier, but it's kind of cool because then we're going to get done an hour earlier. And then I can get to bed an hour earlier. So it's a win-win.
You can get to work editing some more videos earlier.
McQuella Walks. What's going on, McQuella? Glad to have you here. I don't think I've ever said McQuella's name before, and I hope I'm saying that right. I think I am.
Hey, Chrissy Priest.
Rhonda Guzman's here. Ashley K. Felicia Phillips. Sue Soto. Kat Rose. Holly Ayers. Whew, gosh, there are a lot of great people here tonight. We really appreciate you guys being here. James Lemrick is here. Taser Travel said, no free giveaway, I'm out of here. Jamie Zushner is here. What's going on, Jamie? Outstanding name, by the way, Jamie.
Lassie Lutzen.
Last Monday Night Live before my cruise next week, I will be on the Valor. Well, that was Matthew's first cruise, wasn't it? On the Valor?
Yeah.
God, some of our greatest cruise memories are from the Valor.
Yeah.
So make sure you say hi to her for us. Maybe mention our name. Maybe she'll remember us. John Burrows is here. Alex Valdivia.
People,
listen, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the chat here because
I know, but you're skipping people.
Well, you have so many complaint letters that come in saying, please let Sharon do the scrolling on the chat. And I try to get her to do it, and she won't do it.
Miss Lassie Lutzen? I hope that's how you say it. She's from Tennessee.
Lutzen. What's going on? If you say Lassie Lutzen, you got to say it with a Tennessee accent. Can you do that?
No, I cannot.
Okay, never mind that. We're not going to do that. Jan Booth is here. Jan says shoot the poop. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. That's what, shoot the poop. Thank you. That's what we were talking about from earlier. Sometimes I say something, I forget what I said, and then I come back and you guys comment on it, and I'm like, what are they talking about? But now I get it.
John Burrows, howdy.
Let's see, who else? Did we miss anyone? Deanna Artist is here. Deanna hears loud and clear. That is good to know. Griffin Alyssa said, my live froze. I had to refresh. Hope I didn't miss anything. We were just talking about your 100 GoPro giveaway that you guys are having over there on the Griffin and Alyssa Paradise Crew channel. So it's amazing you guys are giving away 100 GoPros.
Oh my goodness.
That is fantastic. And I believe Alyssa is doing a giveaway an all-you-can-eat rib night out. All-you-can-eat ribs with those guys. So it's fantastic. Betty O said, for St. Patrick's Day, what's the crake? I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you're trying to say what's going on, but...
we're going to be going to some friend's house for St.
Is that what that means? What's the crake?
You're just assuming? I'm just going to guess.
Okay, I like it.
If not, that's what we're doing.
I like it.
I'm telling people.
Give it a shot. Edward Hastings said no guitar giveaway. No, Edward, we've been through this already. There will be no guitar giveaway.
Tonight.
John Burroughs, 39 days to the horizon, taking Amtrak from Martinsville, West Virginia to Miami. That sounds like a challenge and a good time, actually. What a great road trip that sounds like, dude. Make sure you please share some pictures of that trip on the Amtrak. I know a lot of people love to check that out.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Ollie Lang is here. Eric Hubner is here. Jenny B is in the house. She's somewhere in the house because I saw somebody said Jenny B.
I see.
I hope she's done celebrating her 21st birthday.
Oh.
I heard that's like a month-long event for her. Did you hear that?
I don't know. It might be.
Did you guys happen to... If you guys saw... I know I'm all over the place and I apologize. I am a little wound up tonight. I'll calm down. But if you watched our most recent St. Maarten vlog, you might have gotten a glimpse at the... I think it's a winter home. Like they go there in the winter. When it's winter in North Carolina where they live, they go to this home. So I guess it's their winter home on St. Maarten. So if you're watching the video... You saw where I was pointing out some homes of the stars. I think Sylvester Stallone, Madonna, the great Matt Damon, and then of course the cottage of Tony and Jenny from La Lila Loca. They had a little place there as well. So make sure you watch that video. You can get a glimpse of that. It's a little over halfway through the video. You know, if you don't have a lot of time and you want to get to the meat and potatoes of it.
Hi Stephanie Regina M, Ollie Lang. Who else?
Travel with me, 10 days till Rhapsody of the Sea. That is cool. Hello from Indiana. What's up, Kim? Kim Lowenkamp.
Oh, wow.
That makes me think of Lowenbrow.
Eric Hubner's here.
Yes.
Gloria Savage.
Tony said, I still can't believe you didn't stop for koozie-less beers. Hey, listen, I don't know if you noticed this, Tony, or anyone else out there, but that vlog, I was 100% non-alcoholic. I mean, the entire day,
actually,
I didn't drink any alcohol whatsoever the entire day. So,
oh no, you didn't when we came back to the port either.
Well,
or did we eat on the port?
Not in the port. I mean, once we got to the ship, sure, we started crushing it.
But actually, our tour, the one that gave us the tour, she actually said, "Oh, go ahead and drink, have a couple." She goes, "Oh, it's just a couple beers, no big deal."
Yeah,
because usually most of the tours, like the ship tours and things, they're like, no alcohol, you can't drink. But she was fine with. But Jamie still, he was driving Matthew, so he did the responsible thing and he did not drink.
I mean, I was already spent most of the time driving one-handed. I didn't want to take any more risks. I mean, I had the GoPro in one hand, so how would I hold a beer while I'm driving? It just wasn't going to work out.
Oh my gosh.
You know, the dynamics of it just weren't going to play out for me. Cynthia Cook is here, going on her first cruise in May. Cynthia, really, what cruise are you going on? Symphony of the Seas? May 28th? Maybe, that'd be cool. Let's see, Leanne Francescone.
Hi,
or is it
Leanne.
Francesconi? I'm still a little sure. I don't think you cleared that up for me, Leanne. If you recall, I mentioned last week, while you were posting videos of your cruise recently on the Cruise Crew page, I'm sure you said Francesconi at one point, and I just really need to know. I'm having trouble sleeping at night. So if you can clear that up, that'd be great.
Are you having withdrawal still from your cruise?
Yes, see, Leanne said, Jamie, Brian noticed your steady hand holding that camera. He said, where's his beer? Nice job keeping it stable and driving Matthew safely. Yeah. Well, yes, I've got a little ATV experience from back in the day.
We used to have ATVs and we rode them all the time.
Yes, so it was pretty comfortable doing that and having control. Not to mention, you know, we're a little crazy.
Unfortunately, our ATVs turned into a boat, so hopefully
they did.
One day they'll turn back into ATVs.
I gave up my ATVs so that I could buy a little fishing boat. Oh, let's see. Okay, there's a lot of chat going on. We've said hello to, I think, everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Don't take it wrong. I mean, there's a lot of folks here. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, hi, Janet. Janet's here.
Who, Jan Moyer? Oh, yeah, she's in the house.
Hey, speaking of Janet, really quick, there was, well, not of Janet, but she was one of the ones. As the same as last week, we noticed questions that we missed from the week before, and we feel bad because the chat rolls so fast and you can't catch them all sometimes.
Yes.
So we found last week, I always go through it after and see what we missed, and we did miss 8 people's questions last week.
8 questions?
Yeah, 8 questions we missed.
Good Lord.
Because you were like all
Jim and Annette Thalman said, glad Sharon didn't. Hold on, I need to clear this up. I have to clear this up. There's been a few comments. All right, lately when I do a vlog, I try to stick a little funny video in or just something to see if you guys can catch it. I must be honest and tell you, full disclosure, that the scene with the ATV rolling down a hill dramatically in the beginning of the last vlog, that wasn't Sharon's. I was just simulating something that like Sharon had an incident on ATV.
Mine did not roll and roll and roll.
Yes.
Mine,
she just went off the road,
to the ditch,
ran into a wall in a ditch, and had to jump off.
The ATV, kind of fell to the ground, and my ATV flipped over one time. So, but I didn't roll down the hill.
Yes. So just let me clear that up. 1 or 2 people had made a comment on that, and then I felt like, well, I don't want anybody to think I'm like, you know, steering them wrong or trying to make something, you know, happen that didn't happen.
I know there was a comment.
She had an incident, and it was nerve-wracking, and she could have been really hurt, and her ATV broke, and she had to get on the somebody else's ATV for the rest of it.
And then I had to ride the tour guide. He got on this little motorcycle with the other tour guide. And he gave me his ATV, and he had this really big one. And he told me, ride this one the rest of the time. And then after having that little accident and then getting on that one, I was like scared. I was like, oh my God.
And note to your travel, that wasn't clickbait, okay? It wasn't in the beginning of the, it wasn't the thumbnail. It was into the thing. Yeah, thank you very much.
Anyways, so later in the show, we will answer those 8 questions really quickly. We'll just... so those people don't feel left out.
That's kind of a new thing. Sharon's been feeling very guilty missing questions.
If we miss questions, that we'll answer them the next week, or if it's something you really want to know and you can't find the answer, you can always email me or or message me or something.
Disney Sprinkles, what's going on? Glad to have you here. Mary Graydon taking her son on his first cruise in November on the Carnival Magic for his 14th birthday.
Oh,
that is fantastic. Hey, make sure, Mary, one crucial thing, I will tell you this. He's 14, right? So he's going to be hanging with, what, Circle C? The Circle C is the age group for the kids. Make sure that you get them down there the very first night to Circle C to interact and to meet some kids right out of the gate, because you know the kids that age, they will form cliques pretty quickly, and if you're not there on the first night when everyone else is feeling just as nervous and awkward about meeting people as he will be, then sometimes you miss an opportunity to pair off and team up with kids, because at that age kids meet at the Circle C, but then quite often they kind of disperse and go out and do their own thing and hang out with each other.
And when you're a little older, you're that age, and it's his first cruise, and some of the kids may have cruised before, so they're more familiar. So yeah, it's really important to get there the first night and let them kind of, you know, get to know.
That's a big deal, and we've learned that because that's been, you know, Matthew's deal is you got to get down there the first night so you don't miss out.
Even with Matthew taking so many cruises, the first night he's like, can't wait to get there. He's like, I gotta go, I gotta get there, you know. Oh
yeah, he blows us off and leaves us, you know, alone at dinner. That's true. So anyway, all right. So that's the deal with the questions. Sharon's gonna answer some questions later. That's the deal with the rolling ATV. Just to clarify that, in case you thought it was actually Sharon. And let's see. Gordon Johnson said Circle C is awesome. My kids loved it. I believe, who was it? Degenerate Cruisers, I think, said that they're turning. Oh, there was talk about a she shed, and they said they're turning their boat into a she shed. So sometimes, you know, your ATVs turn into a boat, boats turn into she sheds. Don't get any ideas from that, though.
No. I
won't be selling my fishing boat for you to have a she shed. You wouldn't even go in a she. Do you even know what a she shed is? I'm not even sure you know what a she shed is. Kenneth Glass said, we're going on Carnival in October. Do you like the smaller ships? We do. We've had great experiences on the smaller ships. I mean, just not too long ago, we were on the Carnival Splendor, and that's a smaller ship without many upgrades at all. And we had a tremendous time. The service was fantastic on that ship. So we're open to ships.
All sizes, pretty much. Our son, of course, likes the larger ships because they do have more kid activities on the larger ships. But we really don't care. We just enjoy any ship.
There you go. Sharky and Pretty Bear Wilson said, hello, you guys are blurry tonight. You haven't been drinking, have you? Is anyone else getting the blur?
Are we blurry tonight?
Don't burn down the sheen shed, Gordon said. Hey, if we're blurry,
Let us know.
Well, I don't know if there's anything we can do, but if you try clicking on the little gear wheel on your screen and see if you can get us in like 720p instead of maybe a lower resolution, that might help you out, if I'm not mistaken. Tony said, does your fishing boat have a name?
It does.
It does actually. My fishing boat is named the SS Carol Ann, because that was the name of my mom, and you always name your boat after a female, and so I named it the Carol Ann. So thanks very much for asking. There's a little trivia. There will be a test later. So thank you. Not blurry, not blurry, not blurry. Just a little bit of blur. Not blurry. Let me finish my Bloody Mary and we'll see what happens. That's what Chrissy said. No blurry here. Watching on my phone. Do all the Carnival ships have the Dr. Seuss stuff, or is it another line that has it?
It's the Carnival, and they all the ships have it now. Some of the ships kind of incorporated it for a while, and then they slowly, all of them kind of got it. So it's everywhere now.
Yes.
The Dr. Seuss breakfast and all the Dr. Seuss gear, all that stuff, the parade, all that kind of stuff.
The Degenerate Cruiser says you guys could have a Sharon at She shed. Sharon at Sea. Instead of a she shed, it'd be a Sharon at Sea shed. That's awesome. You guys, your wit, our powers are strong over there at Degenerate Cruisers. Dina is here. What's going on? Been listening while I cook. Dina, what are you cooking? And is there enough for all of us? I need to know those two questions need to be answered. What are you cooking? And is there enough for everyone? There's only 155 people, so I think one portion apiece will be fine. Your friend is here. What's going on? Your friend, glad to have you, buddy. Thanks for being here. What kind of communication do they have under the sea? A shell phone. Oh my God, dude. You don't come in here and start dropping bombs like that. Are you kidding me?
That is
that was horrible. But I appreciate it anyway. Let's see. What else do we have going on? Okay, do you want to touch base on some of those questions right now?
I'm sure you caught up there. I'll just answer.
I'm pretty much caught. I think that I'm caught up. If I didn't miss anything, listen, somebody let me know. Nancy, if I missed anything major in the chat by trying to go through quickly, just give me a little heads up. You can send me a Facebook message because, you know, you have the direct hotline. Of course you do. You're Nancy. You're the hammer. You're part of the Sharon
who
family.
I saw in here. Let me try to answer a few of the people that I saw in the chat. I think, let's see.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Well, Jan Booth is in there. I saw Jan Booth there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jan Booth had a question yesterday.
Let me see here. What is the best specialty restaurant on the Grand Princess going to Alaska in August?
Whoa.
Well,
how do you know that information?
I really have not been. I have not been on the Grand Princess.
Okay,
so
but you have an answer?
I can't truly answer that, but I will say from what I have heard, probably the Crown Grill, the steakhouse, or maybe Sabatini's. Those are the two, I think, main specialty restaurants on that ship. And I don't know.
I like it.
Can't go wrong with steakhouse.
I like that you're tackling questions that sometimes you have to do a little research to make sure you get the right answer. I appreciate that.
If I went on the ship, it would probably be the steakhouse because we like the steakhouse on any ship.
Hold on, Jan Booth just said, gotta run, going to Hangar 24 to play bingo with my son. See you next week, right as you're answering. All right, Jan, I hope you caught that question.
Well, you got your answer.
I hope you got that one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's one. Timothy Walters. Would you consider a cruise to Europe on a small ship going from, I think I said it was town to town? Saw a video on it and looked amazing. I'm not sure exactly which ship you mean. If you're talking about like a river cruise, maybe, I don't know. But to be honest, any cruise, whether it went from town to town or a smaller one, like the river cruises, any of those, we would love to do that.
Yes.
We would go on pretty much any cruise anywhere. You'll find us there.
There you go.
If we can go there.
There you go.
Yeah, we would love to do that.
Hold on, we got I know you're on a roll. There are a few questions coming in. Do you want to bounce back and forth with a few things?
Sure.
Benjamin Wilson did say, looks like you're only streaming at 720p. I'm not sure if you can stream higher than that. Maybe somebody else who's out there who does the live stuff. I don't know if Tony you're out there or Griff you guys might know or something like that. But I don't know that you can stream it higher than 720p. And then he also said, going on the edge, what were your thoughts seeing it when we did that peeping Tom view? It looked pretty amazing.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
But I will tell you this, it's got that bar that's like the elevator bar that goes up and down on the side of the ship, and that's what it is, a bar. You know, you could see in people's cabins from where we were, all below that. So that bar will go up and down at some point. I don't know if it's just in the evening or late at night or what, but if you're in your cabin, you could be sitting there in your drawers, I don't know, or getting changed or going over the list of activities for the next day and look over and a bar would literally just pass by as it's going up and down on the side of the ship.
And that was
it looks pretty crazy.
Let's see, that was on the starboard side, right? The right
that
side.
Was on the starboard side,
so
yes.
book your room on the port side.
Yeah, if you like privacy. Or if you want to be part of the bar, voyeur deal, you can be on that side.
It looks like an amazing ship. So, and maybe one day we'll...
Jeff said, I watched a video today where you guys did the ATV tour. If you don't mind, can you share the cost? I really want to take the family on this one, but as you're truly aware, budget. Do we share costs of things?
Yeah,
Is that there's really no secret to it.
What we paid for that.
It was, I know what we paid if you want me to tell them.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we paid...
I can't remember.
All right, so for that tour, we paid a total of $320. We had 2 ATVs, so you're basically paying per ATV, and then a little bit extra for the second person on one of the ATVs. And the crazy thing about that whole tour, I'll go off on a little tangent here, but not a bad tangent, just me rambling as usual. Not that you guys aren't used to that. But as we got outside of the gate and we were waiting, if you notice in one part of the video, as we turned to a guy who comes and he had some dreadlocks and a blue shirt on, and his name was Taz. Well, Taz was the guy who was there to get us, to take us to where our tour was going to happen, but he didn't have like a car or a van or a bus. He literally grabbed the 3 of us, brought us over to where he and another guy were on 2 ATVs, and we hopped on the back of the ATV. Sharon hopped on one, Matthew and I hopped on the back of another, so there's 3.
Matthew got on with me.
Oh, Matthew got on with you? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So I apologize. Matthew got on with Sharon. I hopped on one myself, and we hopped on the back of these ATVs and took like a 5-minute ride. And everything happened so quickly. We were a little like, oh my God, what's happening? Because usually when you meet somebody, they pick you up in a car or something, or an open air van, and they drive you to where you're going. So it was all very intense. So that's why we didn't get any video until we actually got to the place and got settled in. Because it was a little bit, we were like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, are we with the right people? Are we going to the right place? What's happening? You know, so it was a moment of chaos there, and then we got there, and then, you know, we started rolling, and that was fantastic. So, but that's how it went, and when we got there, we just got lucky. Usually the guy takes larger groups that are there together, or if multiple groups happen to book the same day, they'll blend maybe up to two.
If it's a family or a small group or a family, she'll take them on herself, but she just doesn't like to do large groups. And so we were kind of lucky, and we got her.
So it was totally private, just the three of us, and it was fantastic. We saw an amazing amount of that island.
Yeah, she took us to a few little places that places don't usually go. Like she kind of showed us what the normal tours do, and she took us to several other places too.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun. It was like it was 6 hours or so. I mean, we were.
I think from start to finish, we were gone for up to 6 hours.
Yeah, it was a long day. It was a long day.
Another great question. Scott Weber said, "Should I book my flight and hotel directly myself, or should I use my travel agent?" You want to answer that? Because I know what the answer is for the flight.
Well, it depends on if you can use either. It depends on what they want to do. Whoever your travel agent is, and if they want to book it for you. Well, a lot of travel agents won't book flights. They will book hotels usually, but not flights. But that's something you'll have to work out with them.
Okay, but you need to get some information. When it comes to booking a flight, we'll recommend booking it yourself, because so many things can happen when you're at the airport. Changes, delays, you know, airline changes, flight changes, cancellations, things like that. And you don't want to have to go through that and have to contact your travel agent to make alternate plans, which you may have to do if your travel agent books your flight. So Sharon will usually recommend, and I know
I will help people find the best price though if they need that. Like I'll help people find the best price and then say, oh, here, go book it. But hotels, they should be able to book hotels. But it's up to you.
There you go. Gary Strickland's here. What's going on, Gary? Bonnie Brown's in the house. Glad to have you. Ms. WW, do you travel a day before the cruise or the same day? Always a day before, unless we're driving to Los Angeles, which is about a 6-hour drive. Then we don't mind leaving at about 2 in the morning and driving there and getting there super, super early and giving us plenty of time for flat tires or anything like that. But when we're flying somewhere, we always go the night before or the day before. So we don't have to worry about it and stressing out the day of. Because we like to be there. We like to be at the port by like 9:30 or 10. I'd rather wait in the lounge to board the ship than wait in a hotel room to get to the place to board the ship, if that makes sense. Let's see. Timothy Walter said, booked on the Dream May 2020 out of Galveston. Any hotels you can recommend? Is there one that you wouldn't recommend?
There is. Galveston's a little bit of a hard one. They're probably the best one down there, the closest one to the port, and you can just walk over to the port in the morning is...
Well, are you going to remember the name of it?
Oh, what is the name? I'm having a...
Literally right at the port, right on the pier is a hotel, and you can stay the night there, and you can walk... You can walk about 50 yards from the hotel right to the port with your luggage. It costs a couple bucks, obviously, but it's good. And I can also tell you there are a lot of older, small hotels that are down there, motels that you can stay at in Galveston. We did it once, didn't have the greatest experience in this particular hotel. It was a little older and rough around the edges than we kind of like. And what we'll do sometimes is we'll just stay near the airport, to be honest with you. We'll fly in, stay there, and then get up early and then take a taxi. One thing though to consider is in Galveston, in Texas, you can have a lot of traffic if you're going from the airport area or Houston or something, getting down to Galveston. So leave early and get a head start and make sure you don't get stuck in any traffic. Okay. What do you got?
Harbor House. I knew it started with an H.
On Pier where?
Pier 21, the Harbor House. That's probably your best place to stay in Galveston. It's literally right there at the pier. You can walk all around. You can walk to the cruise ship in the morning with your luggage. It's right there. Another option is the Tremont House, which is a little further. I think they're owned by the same company. I think they might be a Wyndham.
Wow, you're dropping some detail.
But anyways,
you're showing off now?
The Harbor House.
There you go.
That's where I would stay.
Have you been on Carnival Victory or a similar ship? We've been on the. We have not been on the Carnival Victory.
We were on the Triumph.
All right, so we were on the Triumph and the Glory.
The Glory
is the Glory different?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, we were on the Triumph. We had a great experience on the Triumph when we went.
There you go. Yeah. Tony said, if my computer won't do much beyond 720, but I think if you have a high-end rig, you can stream at a higher resolution. So I don't know if it's me, and it might just be what I have. You know, we're running through a Canon Vixia camcorder, and that may just top out, you know, pushing out a stream at 720p as well. But listen, you know, Sharon, maybe not the case, but this is fine in 720p, honestly. If you've seen some of the videos, you don't need to see this in any kind of a high definition 1080p, certainly not 4K or anything like that. So just don't worry about it. Hi, Boswell. You guys know Boswell is the new dog? We had Lucy, now we have a new dog, Boswell, that we adopted from one of the kids. So so now you know who we're talking to.
I don't think I can. Yeah, he's little.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Lucy, take it easy. The dogs are now crowding, so if anything shakes or falls or breaks, please excuse us. Tony was saying the ATV tour on the MST was $99 a person. That sounds right. I mean, listen, and you can go. I mean, you can have a great time with a ship tour ATV. You know, I mean, you're there. There's a little more security, and you're a little safer. We've cruised enough that we're comfortable kind of going out on our own and doing it. But if you don't want to go that route and you just want to go with something, you know, that the ship sponsors, you can have a great time doing that too. You know, so either way you can go. I know that's what Tony did, and Lalito Loca showed that on their MSC vlog, and those guys had a blast. He and Don did. So, and Jeff said, "Wow, not bad at all." There you go. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Shame you don't. Oh, that Lalito Loca said, "Yeah, you don't need this in HD." Yeah, see, you don't need. Yeah, Tony and I are both. We are 720p kind of guys. The ladies, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Jenny and Sharon, sure you want to see them in 1080p, but otherwise, no. These dogs are getting a little out of control. So if you'll excuse me. All right, you go back to. You had a couple more questions you wanted to cover, didn't you? I'm sorry, I totally interrupted.
Let me see.
Yes.
What did I not answer?
Who else is on there?
Oh, here. Well, Janet Moyer asked, she's going to be flying to her brother's house in a couple weeks and wants to know about taking a carry-on, how to pack. For a carry-on, I would just say kind of pack light. Maybe use some packing cubes, roll things up in there, consolidate, keep things organized, and also make sure you pack travel.
Oh, good night, Griff and Alyssa. Looks like they are hitting the sack, so good night. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for popping in. Always appreciate it.
And make sure you take travel size toiletries, like the TSA approved. They have to be 3.4 ounces or less. So make sure that you have all those in there, and you should be good to go.
Keto Kim wants to know how many areas on the horizon for self-pour beer.
There was
and where are they located?
One in the buffet.
One in the buffet area.
One out. Was there one out on that by the back pool, by the aft pool? I know there was on one of the other ships.
I only remember being at one, and that was near the buffet, so you could get a quick beer, you know, maybe while you're eating lunch or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing any more. So all I know of is the one at the forward area. I think it was just outside the elevators.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, in the buffet, in the marketplace area.
Yeah, if there is another one, it may be in the aft, by the aft pool. I forget what ship it was. Was it the Breeze? Or one of them had one out by the aft pool? No, it was the Vista. Because I think only the Vista class have those, as of yet. No, I think the Breeze had them too. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, what do you know about one of the other ships had one by the aft pool. No, it all. Unbelievable. So, check there too, but... Unbelievable. Okay, let's see. The human eye doesn't see in 4K. That's what Kat Rose said. Thank you very much, Kat. 720p is considered HD. Thank you, Tizzer Travel. We appreciate that. Let's see. There's some talk of overpacking, compression cubes. We love the Miracle. We love Spirit class ships. They're so easy to get around. Said Dave and Brandy. You guys are right. We love the Miracle and we do enjoy that. We do enjoy that style, and that's one of the reasons why we still love the Breeze. Is so we have decided officially, if you guys don't know, we are still on the Breeze as our #1 favorite ship officially as of right now. So we're gonna. You know, I really enjoyed on the Spirit class ships though. The Miracle, and that is the Red Frog Pub. Yeah. That was we spent a lot of time in there on the much more than we did in the Pig and Anchor. Pisces Paul, I'm not you. I mean, listen, I know you're the kind of guy that'll just bring a chair over to the self-pour station and kind of chill out, maybe with a good book. I don't know, but you're right. It's a good deal.
And if you can, hopefully you can pour a little better than I did in the video that I made. I was a little rough around the edges as I watched it. I was like, God, that's embarrassing. I was super heady and foamy, but you're right. It's definitely a cool hangout place. And the beers it's the cheapest beer in the joint, so you can definitely got to do that. Best airline for Phoenix to Fort Lauderdale, said Gray Strickland. What's up, Gray?
I would, well,
there isn't one.
When you say best, do you mean best or like cheapest? But we always fly, pretty much every time we fly to Florida, we usually fly American, but we will also fly Southwest. It just depends. Southwest does not go into Miami, so if we're flying to Miami, we always fly American, or we'll fly sometimes Southwest to Fort Lauderdale and drive down to Miami. But one of the two, I'd say American or Southwest from Phoenix. Those are the two we use.
There you go. Tizir Travel, I believe, yeah, I think there's I think the 18% is automatically put in there even on the self-pour deal. I think it's just automatically added in for beer. So, and I think it's like if you, in the video we came upon the beer station and someone was cleaning it, maintaining it, you know, so they do have to do that kind of stuff to it. So I think it's an automatic deal really wherever you go. So that's
pretty much
the deal.
Everything, even like specialty dinings now, they're all starting to add on the gratuities.
Timothy Walter says, can you pack normal sized toiletries in your checked bag?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, that's where we
to get on the ship. You can, yeah, but we'll do a Sharon will pack everything to fly, and then do a quick repack once we get to the hotel to get on the ship, so she has everything kind of where she wants it.
I take our toiletry bag out of our checked luggage when we get to the hotel, and then I put it in our carry-on luggage to get on the ship, because on the ship there's no restrictions.
Yes.
So, and I like to have my toiletries when I get on the ship. I don't want to wait for them or take a chance of them being lost. So we always make the little switch. We take out our little bag that we had our clothes for embarkation day, or that we are things for the hotel that we bring, I guess, to the hotel in the carry-on, and then we make the swap and put the toiletries in that place.
There you go. There was a great question. Catherine Perez, I will tell you right now, our top Fort Lauderdale hotel will be the Embassy Suites, which is located right next to a very nice mall plaza. And we had an amazing Italian lunch there, and there's a grocery store where you can get all your pre-cruise necessities, your drinks and wines and things like that.
There's a TJ Maxx there if you need to do any shopping, you forget anything.
So the Fort Lauderdale Embassy Suites, that was the one that we loved. And I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's where we always stay when we go to Fort Lauderdale.
Let me give you a little tip too. Here's a little secret of what we do. When we're looking at our hotels in an area, we will look at the hotel and we will usually pull out Google Earth. I don't think we've ever talked about this, have we? We'll do if you use Google Earth at all, then you get the overview, you know, of the view. You know, you can see everything going on, and then there's that little feature where you can take the little man.
I like that. You put him down
and you can put the little man on the street level,
and you can feel like you're right there.
Yes, and you can actually see all the stuff that's around. So when we find a hotel we think we like, we put the little man on Google Earth down on the street, and we walk around the area so we can see if there's restaurants or liquor stores if we need that, or someplace to buy things, and we can see what's nearby to eat, drink, or get stuff that we need, and that really enables us to make a really good decision on what hotel is going to be best for us. So there you go.
Yes. Oh, and
Life
Tampa.
with Favor said we do the Google Earth thing too. Yes, it comes in very handy for shizzle. Sheila said, are there any Publix or Walgreens near the Embassy Suites downtown
Tampa?
Tampa?
I should talk about Fort Lauderdale. I was going to say yes. There is an Embassy Suites pretty close to the port in Tampa.
And what about Publix or Walgreens? What do you know?
I can't remember. If anyone out there is around there, post if they know if there's one. I know there's an Embassy Suites. So.
There you go. Crazy Cat Traveler said, took the cats to the groomers for nail trims and back, but you guys are still doing shout outs. I love it. We shout out the whole time, Crazy Cat Traveler NW. Do we miss anything? Cruise with Judy's talking about a cruise coming up. What do you recommend next? Oh, they're doing a Mexican Riviera. What do you recommend next? Alaska or the Caribbean?
Are you, if you're on the West Coast and you want to not fly as far, I would definitely say Alaska. It's hard to choose between Alaska and the Caribbean. They're just totally different cruises. I mean, the whole feeling on the whole ship is completely different. I mean, Alaska, so it's, you know, Alaska's really mellow. It's a lot more casual.
Yes.
People don't get as dressed up and as
It's a little bit of a different crowd.
It's quieter. It's not a big party crowd at all.
Yeah, the Caribbean people are getting loose and crazy and
people
drinking heavily.
To turn in
and
a little earlier
wild.
at night in Alaska on the Alaska cruises. Yeah, so it kind of. I mean, I would say both, but I don't know. It depends. If you want to save on a little airfare, well, I don't know. Alaska's probably more expensive too, so it probably comes out about the same. But yeah, it really depends on what you're into more.
People are liking your repacking. Grace Strickland said repack is genius. Someone said, doesn't Sharon do another repack at the airport? That's what York Ragsdale said. I believe York's being a smarty pants right there, discussing some of, in the past, Sharon has been known to repack. Usually it's just my underpants, because she has to take a couple pounds off of the top, and usually just my drawers will help that out. Those are heavy items.
We haven't had to do that in a long time. That was in our first... some of our first cruises, we make jokes about that. We've overpacked quite a few
Ever
times.
since we discovered the luggage scale, those days are long gone and behind us. You guys are amazing tonight with the questions. Thank you so much. It really gets things rolling
too
here.
is our luggage is, if we can fill our luggage and it doesn't even feel full and it's over 50 pounds because we have our luggages. They're like 29 inches. They're pretty big ones, the ones we take. So that's what kind of the problem is. They hold more than...
High Seas Paul said that Embassy Suites is right across from the Irish pub. You talking about the Fort Lauderdale one? It's shocking that High Seas Paul would know where the Irish pub is, isn't it? High Seas Paul goes to the Embassy Suites and he does the free cocktail hour, then immediately jets over to the Irish pub. I love that guy, and I'm looking forward to throwing back a few on the group cruise. Speaking of group cruise, someone asked, which hotel are we using for the day before the group cruise? If you're talking about the Sharonatsea group cruise, that's what DC810 had asked. So which one are we going to go to?
We're staying at the Embassy Suites in Miami.
Yes.
If you want to. You don't have to stay there. I just have a block of rooms saved there, so you get a little bit of a discount if you stay in one of those.
And if you want to book one of those before the group cruise, talk to Sharon. She'll give you the whatever the code, if there is one or whatever,
it's on
to get one of those
the
rooms.
Facebook page for the group cruise has, you can just ask for the Sharonatsea group, and there's also a booking, a reservation number on there too, I listed.
Yes.
And you can just,
well, and we're doing that. There's a lot, I mean, listen, there's a lot of hotels you could choose from, and the Embassy gets decent reviews, and we've even read a couple of mediocre reviews, and we're like, whoa, man.
Well, they have done some remodeling on that hotel lately, but not so much in the rooms, out the lobby,
the public
areas. So we'll see what it's like when we go there. Hopefully.
But I know one thing: they will have an hour to an hour and a half free cocktail hour reception the night before, and I will be there. So if anyone wants to hang out with me the night before the October 13 group cruise, you will find me at the cocktail reception at the Embassy Suites.
Anyone that is not staying there, but they are in the area, or maybe they live in the area, or they're going to stay somewhere else, let us know, and maybe that we can come. You can come meet us there, and we'll. We'll open up the back door. We'll sneak in the back gate. And we'll have some fun.
It'll be like the movies when your friends would sneak in the movies. All right, let's see. I know we're getting a little behind. I know you had a couple more questions, and I constantly interrupt you. Anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see. Who else asked a question? Darlene Porter. Well, there are two about Darlene Porter and also Kim Maldonado asked about. Well, they're a little different questions, but basically they ask about White Night. Let's see. Question is.
Are you talking about the Renaissance dinner where the White Knight goes up against the Black Knight?
No.
No? Okay. My bad. Oh, White Knight. Okay.
Yeah, one was asking, how do you know ahead of time when White Night is? And one asked, do you just dress that way for dinner? So basically, you can dress that way for dinner, but most people stay in their white clothes throughout the evening, and they go to the White Night party. It's usually in the atrium area. So that happens later in the evening. I think usually about 9 or 10 or something. It's usually a little later. So they kind of just wear their white clothes all night.
There you go. And
how you find out about it is maybe join a Facebook group that just previously sailed on it, where someone may know. Check just the Facebook group for that particular ship. There's Facebook groups just for ships out there, and there'll be people on there that may know. Maybe someone might know in the group for your cruise if you're in that, because they already have found that information out. Also, we don't go on Cruise Critic that much anymore, but Cruise Critic, you know, you can ask that question out there, and there'll probably be someone that'll answer you.
In the beginning, we used to live on Cruise Critic. We got so much of our information when we were newbies off of there, but then it became just a lot of rehashed stuff and a lot of banter back and forth, and then a lot of bashing and stuff. So we kind of got away from that.
But you could ask that question out there, and I'm sure someone would be able to answer it.
What is up, Captain Table MDR? He asked, "What line of work are you in?" I'm thinking UFC fighter of some kind. You're absolutely right. What was the giveaway? My cauliflower ears? Because I'm a wrestler. I use a Greco-Roman style it's called Kyoto. I call it Kyoto Bowl is the name of my my kung fu. It's very good. Nancy said there's 4 pour your own beer stations around the buffet of the horizon per the wise internet robot. Hold on. Did I see all 4 of them and I just thought it was the same one every time?
Maybe that's it.
That could be the case. I'm not going to say that I drank too much or not enough. I'm just saying.
That could be.
I mean, once you've seen one pour your own beer station, haven't you seen them all? Really? When you think about it. Good night to the Klaykowskis. He's got to go. He's got to fly, and he's got to work on his Premiere Pro skills. He's got some good skills. Listen, now that he's gone, we can talk about him.
Wait, Janice asking, does it matter what size your carry-on is? Check with the airlines. Some airlines, it's 21-inch carry-on.
Well, are you talking? Hold on, Jan. Are you talking about the cruise ship? Or are you talking about the airlines?
Airline.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some airlines, I say cruise ship. Some airlines it's 21 inches, and some it's 20 inches. So you have to check with the particular airline and see.
And if you are talking about the cruise ship, it's kind of the same deal because the carry-on does have to go through the same type of scanner device that you use when you get onto an airplane. They're not as particular as what they're looking for in there, I would say. They're just looking for safety.
Yes. Fine with it.
But if you have liquids and things like that, you know, your shampoos or whatever, it's fine. It'll go through with more than 3 ounces. But as long as it fits.
Jamie.
I don't think so. I think she's talking about...
that was the question here.
I think she's talking about... No, I think she changed. Amy Rogers said, show us Boswell. I don't think you want to see Boswell.
When he comes back in here, I'll try to grab him and pick him up. He's little, so I could pick him up.
He's kind of an ugly dog. He's really ugly. Super. The Embassy Suites Miami Airport is the group cruise location, right? That's what Beth said. Miami Suites Miami Airport?
Oh, the shirt, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're keeping it simple. We're going to fly into Miami, immediately get over there, and that way the next morning we're just going to jet down to the port. Now, if people want to try to get together and drive down together or whatever, you can do that. But I'm not gonna lie, we ain't waiting for you. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how much more blunt I can put it.
Well,
Sharon and Matthew and I will be jumping into a taxi on our own accord and hightailing it down to get to the port as early as possible.
Well, everyone.
We've learned the lesson. We love you guys. Don't get me wrong. I will not wait for anyone to get into my taxi to get to the port. I just don't do that, no matter who you are.
We'll get together before then and figure out when everyone's check-in time is. Because if people want to ride together, we'll set stuff up so people can ride together.
We stayed...
Depending on your
you
check-in
said
time.
You'll set stuff up? Are you overcommitting?
No, but we'll set up something where people can ride together and save a little money.
We left our daughter, her fiance, and 2 daughters at the Embassy Suites in Miami.
But they had a later check-in time than us.
That doesn't matter. We left them there. We knocked on their door once and said, we're ready to go. When they weren't, we said, we'll see you at the port. Bye. Boom, we were out of there. Wow. I'm not kidding around. Nancy said, let's show the love. Please thumbs up, people. Let's help our SAS family. Nancy, I appreciate that. There are 143 people in the chat, and for that, we love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in here and hanging out with us. It means the world to us, and I'd say that in total sincerity. But guys, get it together. There's only 63 thumbs up. That means there's like 80 people that are they're not thumbs upping right now, and that's not cool, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can bump that 63 up to about 120, 140. Then I think things would be cool. Nancy, you're in charge of that. If anyone doesn't thumbs up, you know what to do. What else you got going on?
Okay, so we have a question from Sheila. Sheila Bozinger?
Sheila Bozinger.
What's
up, Mei-Ling?
She's here. Do you know what they do for Memorial Day for the vets? They'll be on the Miracle. They usually do some sort of service honoring them, or some sort of service honoring the vets on Memorial Day. They put some Sometimes they'll put some red, white, and blue decorations. It depends on the ship, but they always have a flag hanging up in the atrium, in the lobby atrium area on Memorial Day.
Yep, they'll have some kind of thing where they're just thanking people for the service.
Yeah,
and
they'll announce it. They'll announce it ahead of time and let you know what it is. It'll also be in the fun times, you know, the activity schedule of when and where it is as well.
High Seas Paul said he'll show up for a happy hour at the embassy, but he got a really good deal at the Hilton Cabana on the beach.
Ah, nice.
That does sound nice. So just tell us what room you're in. We'll come hang out. Busy Mama said we booked Nachi Kokum. Any thoughts? Yeah, I think it's equal to and as fun as any one of the other you know, beach clubs that are there in Cozumel. You're gonna have a blast.
The food's good. It's really relaxed. They limit the people there, so there's probably not going to be a lot of kids there. I don't know if you're going with kids, but it's probably a little more adult oriented. But it's not a real party scene. It's not that type of an adult.
Barbara Timmis said, first time cruiser, thanks for all the helpful tips. Thank you, Barbara. We appreciate you coming here and checking us out and hopefully subscribing to the channel and getting all the good information out of there. So that is awesome. Whoa, we just jumped up to 87 likes. Thank you, guys. You guys are fantastic. We appreciate that.
Question from High Seas Paul, actually, last week that he missed. He asked about the camera, if you liked your new camera.
Oh, okay.
And he's gonna say yes.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, so we really enjoyed using the M50 on the trip. I mean, I think it really is increasing the quality of our videos overall. Listen, I'm still learning how to use it a little bit, getting better pictures, making sure I'm using the right lens at the right time, you know, to get, you know, the proper light and for low light pictures and stuff like that. So I'm getting used to a little bit of that, but it was great. The only thing that the one bummer was, you know, on our St. Martin video, we used the GoPro for a lot of it. But the GoPro is still tricky. It makes a lot of noise when I move it in my hand. If I'm not super like holding it super tight and twisting my arm around, if I'm moving it, you know, in the hand, it makes a little bit of noise, and maybe I just need to get a better grip. I'm not sure. And the wind is always brutal because I don't have any noise reduction microphone on it. Just using the regular GoPro mic. And we used our cell phones a lot. Sharon used her phone for a lot of stuff, but the phone video doesn't always transfer great into the vlog. You know, you really have to go slow and steady with it. It'll give you good quality, but you can't slow down anything, and there's a few shots where I tried to slow it down and it does come out a hint choppy and stuff, but that M50 has been a trooper so far, and we're really enjoying the heck out of that thing. So thank you for asking, Mr. Paul. Let's see, what else do we have? I love how people ask questions and answer them in the chat. We really enjoy that, and we love seeing that kind of stuff. Can anyone suggest a portable travel lockbox, safe, or backpack for latching to the chair or to the lounger? That's what Slinky said. What's up, Slinky Angle King? What's going on?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of that.
You remember it?
It's a bag. It has the lock on it. I can't remember the name though.
Yes. You can think about that. T0 Travel. I got the 24mm 2.8. And that one's been pretty good, and I kind of want to get the 50mm 1.8, but the the M50 has that crop factor when you're talking about your millimeters. So like a 24 is really more like a 36mm or something like that, and the 50 is more like a 75. So it's rough finding something that'll give you a closer wide angle view and still have a pretty low f-stop number. But anyway, enough time to talk.
Oh, okay. The Kiss Bag, KYSS. They have a website. I think it's kissbag.com. I think.
Yes.
But Google that and look at that. That's a real popular one that a lot of cruisers.
I was going to get a Kiss Bag, and I think I'm going to get Ace Frehley.
Not that kind of Kiss Bag.
Which one are you going to get? The Gene Simmons or the Paul Stanley? I know, Tony, if you're out there, I know you're getting the Peter Criss. I know you're the original cat.
It's not
cat
that
guy.
kind of Kiss Bag.
And it comes with all the lyrics to the great song
different
Beth.
colors, and you can have your initials even put on them. All different kinds of things.
Yes. Let's see. See, look, these guys are doing a little bit of the talk in there. Yeah. So you guys are liking the fixed 22mm, huh? For all your vlogging? Might check that out. So sometimes I got a little bit too of a close-up. Yes, see, Tony loves the Ace Frehley comment. He always loved to talk about a little bit of Kiss. What else do you have going on with the questions? Because there was another topic I want to make sure we cover.
Okay.
We have been here for an hour already.
Okay, there was one
which is
more,
wild.
one more from Eric Rock 01. I don't know if he was in there or not. Anyways, he asked
Eric Rock 01.
if we would recommend cruising during hurricane season. I guess they're cruising in late September. The only thing I have to say about that is if you're cruising during hurricane season, just don't have your heart set on a specific port. If you're cruising to see a specific port, then cruise during a different time. Because if there is a hurricane or bad weather, the ship will go around it and you may miss your port. And then some people get really disappointed over that. So just keep that in mind.
That's a good call.
If you don't
don't prepay for a big excursion.
If you don't mind missing that port, or you mind maybe going to a different
Good night,
port, then go ahead and book it. You'll have a great time. The ships do go around the hurricane, so you should be fine. You may hit a little bit of rain, maybe some winds, but you should be okay with that. I would just also suggest, if you cruise during hurricane season, especially, maybe look into getting travel insurance. Yes. But other than that, you should be fine.
There's a lot of tech talk right now. They're talking about gimbals, gorilla pods, 10 to 22s. There's a lot of stuff going on. When you could hold on, 1022, is that not a rifle, a Ruger, different 1022? All right, never mind. I'm on the wrong page there. All right, so we wanted to cover some questions from last week. We're trying to answer as many questions as we can because we really appreciate that, and I think people like that kind of stuff. But the next thing I want to cover really quick, and one thing I put in the name of this kind of Monday Night Live was, I want to talk a little bit about how are we always so lucky to get great service, because we've had a few people comment on that, and if you watch a lot of our vlogs, I mean, this is our 25th cruise on the horizon, and it was amazing. And we've probably only had like maybe 2 or 3 where we could say the service was a little off. And the Vista was one of them. We've been honest about that and told you guys about that. And there were a few moments on the Dream where we were like, whoa, the service just wasn't what we come to expect. But so far we've been pretty lucky. And I think one of the biggest secrets that we have. Ooh, Nancy said almost to 100 likes. We can do it. Come on, we need 5 more. Does anybody have a friend? Phone a friend. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. One of the reasons why we seem to have great service all the time, I think, is that we love to engage the people that are working on the ship. If you watch any of our videos, you'll see that we're always talking to people. We get them on camera. There's a lot of talk about people don't like to be on camera. Every person that we put on camera loved being on camera.
Yeah, we've never experienced people not wanting to be on camera.
But we talk to people, we call them by name just like they call us by name. We try to remember their name. If I forget their name, I ask them again.
We ask them about their families.
I ask them how to pronounce their name correctly, because you know me, I will butcher the hell out of that name pretty easily. Yeah, and you're right. We asked about their family and stuff like that.
Families, they miss their families. They love talking about them, sharing, if they have kids and all that. And I think that once people realize that we're kind of down to earth, then it opens them up to being a little nicer and more interactive to us too. And also, we make sure that we're very clear on what we need. Like, for instance, the cabin, I don't know how it is on other ships, and we're going to find out soon on Symphony of the Seas. Yeah. But for instance, on Carnival, they used to automatically do a room cleaning twice a day. Turn down your bed automatically. They used to automatically bring ice to your room. They used to do a lot of that stuff, and they've cut back for cost saving measures and enabling their people to get more work done in the day and stuff like that. But you can still have those things done. So when we get there, we say, hey, we like twice a day service on this. We want this, but we don't need that. We'd like to have ice regularly. We establish all that stuff ahead of time, so we don't have a reason to complain about it later. And if something doesn't happen, we call and remind them, and usually they're on point with it. I think some people don't realize that maybe they stopped doing certain things, and then they come home and they're just like, oh, I had a horrible time. They didn't even bring me this, or they didn't even do that. And
Thank you, Ann. Have a great night.
So it always helps to just let someone know or ask a question, but just always be friendly. And they're usually
Thank you, York. We appreciate that, buddy. York came through. There is 1 thumbs down. Come on, who did that? You know what? That was probably Klaykowski before he got off. Son of a gun. I'm going to call that guy. Get a hold of him. But no, and we do that kind of stuff whether we're at the dining room, or whether it's our room steward, or at the bar, or anything like that. And we show them that we appreciate how hard they're working. we don't, listen, a lot of people throw tips at them. We're not, we leave our gratuities on. We tip additional on occasion when something just goes great. So we're not afraid to throw a few extra bucks out at the bar too or whatever. But it's just a matter of talking to people, communicating with them, and opening up to them and engaging them. And I think once you engage the folks that are taking care of you on the ship, it will make for a much better experience, and they're going to see that you're chill and you're cool and that you're just there to have a good time, and it'll make them relax a little around you and open up. And that's been a great secret for us, and that's allowed us to have a lot of great experiences interacting with people, and that way they know what's important to us, and it gives them the chance to do those things for us and do a great job. So just want to talk about that. Let's see. Nurse Nancy said, no, Klaykowski was your 8th like, so he says. All right. Well, thanks, Nancy, for checking up on that and keeping tabs on him. That's what we love about you. Goofy Gang is here. What's up, Goofy Gang? Shout out. Goofy Gang says, sup. That's what the cool kids say these days, honey. Sup.
Okay.
They don't say what's up. They just say sup. Barbara, good night. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Good night, Barbara.
It's 7:08. It's way too early to stop, right? I mean, we don't usually stop until we get to 100. We're at 140 now. So if you guys want us to stop, then a lot of people just need to jump off. Oh, it just went to 139. And we're losing them. The thing's going crazy. Please and thank you go a long way. You were so right, Darlene.
Yeah.
Poor Tony got stuck with an angry driver. Sweet talking does help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it does make it kind of fun.
We've had a few taxi drivers in the past, and part of it, maybe they don't speak the best English sometimes, but
yes,
we've had a couple that seem not too happy.
Yeah, that thing doesn't always work on taxi drivers, for the record.
But you have just, I know the last time we had that happen, you just kept talking to him. You just kept talking and asking him questions, even though you could tell the guy didn't really want to answer a lot. And then by the time we got out of the taxi, he was actually talking to you and telling us some information, and he kind of really came around after a while.
And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it's also, I can be a little bit of a jerk too, and if I get a taxi driver that's not particularly engaging or friendly, I'll ask questions just to annoy him, to be honest with you. At that point, once I've established that this guy wants nothing to do with me, and I'm like, you're in the wrong business, dude, at least say hi, at least, confirm the hotel I'm going to with more than just a grunt. At that point, I'm going to start talking to him and asking him some questions just to piss him off. And I do enjoy that too, don't get me wrong. So there you go. Sheila, that is nice of you to say. I try to make anyone laugh if I can. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We haven't touched base on, and now that Klaykowski's on, we should do that. So we wanted to take a minute to go over the 5K giveaway. We are hot in the middle of the 5K giveaway. If you guys haven't seen it, you must go on the Sharon@Sea Cruise Crew page, find the pin post, and vote for your favorite picture. There are 6 photos because originally we said 5 and it was extremely difficult. So we came up with 6.
Well, it was 10, and then we had to let some more go. It was hard.
There are 6 awesome, amazing photos, and they're all amazing for different reasons. There's adorable kids. There's amazing, I mean, family photos. There's a couple of great ones on there. 6 great ones, as a matter of fact. But one person is kind of running away with it right now. And I think I'm telling you right now, if he wins this contest, there's going to be an upheaval.
It's going to be an uproar. You're going to have to take him to the casino with you.
It's going to be insane that this guy wins everything. And we wanted to be fair, and when we threw his picture up there, we're like, it's an amazing picture of his daughter Stella, and what can we do about it? But right now, John the Wooster Klaykowski is, I guess you could say he's running away with the picture contest, but it's not too late, guys. You have the entire rest of the week. So if you don't want to see Klaykowski win something again, no matter what, if you're just anti-Klaykowski on the giveaway front, just get on there and vote for anyone else's picture that you love besides his. And if you love his picture, go ahead and show him the love. He's a good guy.
It's a great picture.
But the photos are great. You guys did an amazing job, and we want to thank everyone for being a part of the giveaway, sending us all your photos, sharing all your great family memories and stuff like that.
This was tough. We'll have to think of something. Oh my gosh. I don't know what we'll do for the next giveaway. We'll have to think of something.
Tony, you're right. I thought good and hard about your Speedo pic. I mean, I looked at it from every angle. Literally every angle for hours. I almost couldn't take my eyes off it, to be honest with you. But you just didn't make the cut. Sorry. You were this close.
Oh my God.
You were this close in your Speedo. See what I'm doing there? this Speedo. Anyway, but we appreciated the Speedo pic.
Oh, I know. Well, one thing we're going to talk about too is we're going to start. We thought of something, and on other Facebook. Well, we have one other Facebook group that it's the kids one, but there's a files tab, and a lot of
James, yeah, well, James,
Facebook,
your kid's picture with the sloth is amazing, dude. We love that picture.
That was so cute.
It is.
That was so cute. What did they say? Oh,
I'm sorry.
Anyways, Facebook groups, they have a files tab, and a lot of times people put different things. I know on our Cruising Carnival Kids files tab, we have lots of information regarding kids and different, like the kids' activity schedules and different things like that. So we decided we were going to start on our Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew under the files tab. Starting this week, we're going to start posting things, and we're going to update every week, put new things on there, and we're going to post things like fun times from different ships. We're going to post...
Sorry, I'm doing some comments and I'm giggling. I apologize.
Like maybe different menus from different ships and different, just all kinds of information, things. So it's just kind of a resource you can go to, and if you want to find any information that's without having to watch videos and listen to things. If you forget anything we kind of talk about, we'll just kind of throw on there to refer to. Maybe like excursion companies we'll list on there, maybe things like that.
Oh yes.
Things to do and forth. So it'll be a variety of things, and I don't know how well it'll be organized with different cruise lines, but we'll try to see what we can do with that. But we're going to try to just post a lot of information in the files tab for you guys.
Yes.
So check out the cruise crew. So join the cruise crew and check out the files tab.
There you go.
Like next week, we're going
to
start putting stuff on this week.
John, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. We appreciate it very much. Nice. It's very nice of you. Thank you so much for doing that. That is fantastic. Thank you, John. You're the man. Somebody said, "Oh, Cruise with Us said we just got off the Vista yesterday, and we love Carnival, but it was not good. Sad for one of Carnival's new ships. We will not be going back on the Vista." Okay. That's tough to hear because we did the Vista and we had a few ups and downs.
Well, we went when it was
it a service or the layout of the ship deal? Real quick.
Yeah,
Cruise
let
with
us
Us.
know.
What do you think about it?
Let us know which one it was.
Give us some feedback on that.
But you'll have to not try Carnival again. Try the Horizon. The Horizon is for us. It was like night and day. It was a totally different experience.
Yes. Good night, Slinky. We appreciate it. Charles World. What's up, Charles World? Good night. Do the runner-ups get anything? Cruising with Judy said. They get the joy of knowing that they were a top 5 finisher in the 5K giveaway. I think that's everything. I'm not sure if Sharon... You know how Sharon gets. Sometimes she pulls a fast one, but you'll never know. There was one other comment. Just to follow up, just to put this thing to bed. Tony, if you're going to do the Speedo pick again, I recommend turn the air conditioner off and do it first thing in the morning. But anyway, we're just going to leave it at that. Let's see. There will be some fun on the 2020 group cruise. Things might get a little bit silly. Dave and Brandy, good night. Okay, we're down to 133. We still got 33 people need to jump off before we drop this live. So there you go. Nancy, oh my God, Nancy said that it is a family channel. Yeah. Nancy, you're right, but I mean it's after 9 on the East Coast, so I mean we can get a little frisky, can't we?
Yeah. What about the West Coast?
This is what happens when I ask my husband to join our chat. Sorry, Nancy. I apologize. I mean, listen, let him know what we're getting into, or what he's getting into with the cruise. Cruise with Us said the layout sucked. I don't know. I'll tell you what, the Cruise with Us.
Then you may not like the Horizon does have the same layout.
It does, but there's a lot of stuff we liked more about the Horizon.
For some reason, the layout didn't. It does kind of have the same layout, and I don't really know why, but the layout didn't bother me so much on the Horizon, and I think it's because everything else, the customer service, everyone went above and beyond and were so friendly that it made you kind of maybe not notice that, I guess. I don't know.
What about Cruise with Us? What did you think about, did you check out, or were you in the Havana area at all? Or do you have an opinion on that? Since we're on the topic. Let's see. What else? Did we cover everything we wanted to cover on the vlog tonight? You answered questions. We talked about what we do to try to make sure we get the best possible service. Were there any other topics that we're missing? Because I don't want to miss any topics.
I think that's about it.
We already said thank you to John for the super chat. Again, thank you, dude. That's fantastic. Very generous. I have confirmed that it is Leanne Francisconi now. After she let me call her Franciscone for the last year, and now I find out. almost through a third party, really, that is Francisconi. I don't know whether to be upset or relieved that I finally know the truth.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Sharswold said, "Hey, how are you?" Sharswold's we're glad to have you.
We're doing
Thanks
good.
very much for stopping in. We've come to a screeching halt right now in the chat, or do I just need to bounce ahead a little bit? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, I just did something weird. I just minimized the chat, and now I don't see it anymore.
Now I'm seeing us and we're behind.
You don't want to do that.
It's like...
Let's see. What else do we have? Laugh out loud to Anthony Plaque. Yes, I'm sorry. Anthony, I'm sorry about that, dude. My bad. James said second place is just the first loser. That is one way to look at it. DC Dust, what's going on? Good to have you here. I'm just getting tips from y'all for my cruise in May. We appreciate that.
Where are you going?
Yeah, give us the May breakdown again,
ship?
Charles World. We might know already, but Nurse Nancy said I'm going to block you pretty soon, Jamie, with the speedy chat.
Nancy's going to block you from your channel.
Cruising with Judy said go vote for Justin Landrum. Cruising with Judy, are you in? Is that you in that picture? Are you in that mix? Evil Rock said, do all Carnival ships have the same shows? After watching many vlogs, it seems like...
Well, they do have a lot of the same shows, but the newer ships have a few newer shows. But yeah, you will. If you cruise a lot on Carnival, you're going to see a lot of the same shows.
Yes.
On the Horizon, we were just on, all the shows were new shows for us.
So that was awesome.
But in the past, pretty much... I think that's why we don't go to the shows a lot anymore, because we've seen them so many times.
Mm-hmm. But if there's something new, we will go. And if you saw our that one thing we talked about, the show that we saw the last night, the Celestial Strings on the Horizon,
that was
the best show we have ever seen on a cruise ever. That's how good it was. The singing, the dancing, the choreography, the storyline, the music, it was amazing.
And sometimes too, you can see one show, the same show on one ship, and later you can see it on another ship. That happened to us before, and it was good on one ship, and the other ship it was maybe not as good. And it also depends on the singers, the dancers, who's the fun squad is.
Look there's the Hammer. Mr. Hammer is literally here in the chat tonight. Anthony Plack is here. He comes in and goes, what did I say? Anthony, I don't know, but we're glad to have you. Thanks for joining us and getting a little taste of what Nancy has to deal with on a regular basis. She's not sure whether she needs to block anybody who's wild and crazy or just us regulars. Nancy, I don't think you've had to drop the hammer at all tonight, have you? Just let me know real quick if you hear me and you want to respond. Just let me know. Yeah, Tony, we're just talking fashion. You're absolutely right. Leanne said the whole crew is cracking up over there. Glad to hear that. Let's see. Let me jump ahead here. Great customer service. The customer service was over the top on Horizon. Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, Nancy, yeah.
But I thought it was just us. But now I know they're just good to everybody.
I have heard that. It has been. It was, yeah, like I said, customer service-wise, it was our best cruise.
Yes. Yeah. Cruise with Us said we were on our first Ultra Cruise, and that was good except for the refurbished prizes. I don't know if I know what they mean by that. The Ultra Cruise. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about with the Ultra Cruise. Give me the scoop on that, if you would, please. So I'm on the right page. Let's see. I won a $1,000 Amazon gift card. Wife won the refurbished iPhone. Oh, okay. They had some gifts and they were refurbished. I gotcha. Let's see. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Hammer. Everyone's so excited to have Anthony here. Sharon, thanks for pushing through my final payment today. Booyah, first Carnival cruise in June on the Magic.
Yeah.
Very nice. You're going to love the Magic.
You're going to have fun. It's not that far off.
Let's see. What else do we have? How many cruises have you guys been on at Sharon at Sea? That's what Sheila wants to know. You want to tell her?
Well, I've been on 25 and Jamie's actually been on 26.
Thank you for acknowledging that. I do have one more cruise than you.
He does.
As a young man, upon the passing of my grandfather, can you give me a little background music or something like that? Maybe like a...
He had a big
upon the passing,
family cruise.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, she took all of us, the entire family, on a family cruise, and she took his ashes and she put them out into the Atlantic Ocean. We went to Nassau, and we went to Bermuda, as a matter of fact. One place Sharon would love to go to, but I've been there. And we were on a ship called the Oceanic.
Well, we still have a cruise booked for June in Bermuda right now.
Well, we're not going on that. Don't be crazy.
I could still go.
You won't be going on a cruise without me. I will call.
I haven't canceled it yet.
I will call and say that you've stolen my son from me, and I need you to return immediately. Yeah, I was on the Oceanic. I'm pretty sure I was about 10, and it was a great time. And that's one of the things that it was a catalyst to me being an adult and wanting to go on a cruise again. And I'm the one. Sharon can thank me for cruising because I'm the one that introduced her to cruising. Is that a true statement?
Well,
don't deny it. Don't deny it.
No,
Not here in front of all these people.
You did. I took my first cruise with you. Although cruising was something I always wanted to do. I just hadn't done it yet.
Yes.
So I was always taking land vacations, but I never actually cruised.
I don't know. Anthony Plack said Nancy's good at dropping the hammer because I've given her 32 years of practice. Very nice. Cruise with Us said Breeze is still #1 for us. Us too. Cruise with Us. It's like when I talk to Cruise with Us, it's like I'm talking to us because we feel exactly the same way about cruising. That is fantastic.
Yeah, that's still our good old favorite, the Breeze.
DZ Dust is close to the Magic Cruise next month. Congratulations, DZ. You were going to have a blast. James said the Dream was a blast. That is awesome. We had a really good time on the Dream as well. We just got miffed a little bit when we asked about getting a Dream ship, and they told us to check eBay.
Yeah.
Chrissy said, you're cracking me up. Except here, she can really censor. Oh, in the real world. Yes. But Nancy has not had to drop the hammer the entire night, I don't think. I don't know whether, are we doing something wrong that we're not getting all these crazy people in the chat anymore?
I don't know.
They're just getting tired. Maybe they know how good Nancy is and it's like, why bother? Like if you try to rob a place and they have amazing security and you can't fulfill what you're trying to do, then maybe you go someplace else. You know, we'll send them over to La Lita Loca. Let them go over there. There's a lot of rookies over there. They're not here. They're not here tonight, are they? You know, the shows, Roy and Amanda, they're rookie moderators. They can barely keep anything under control.
They're in the background.
We'll see if we can. You think they're in the background? We'll try to drag them out. Maybe they'll come out to defend themselves. Christopher Sundberg, what's up? Wait to order booze for when you're out to sea from room service. You pay no 15% service fee or sales tax. Just tip the crew member at delivery. Okay, so you don't pay the tax at that time. But do you not pay gratuity?
If you buy
when you buy a bottle, when you get a bottle.
Oh no! Well, if you purchase it online before you leave to have in your cabin, we never pay gratuity.
No.
For a bottle, is it a bottle?
But I'm wondering if you pay gratuity. They're saying you order it when you get out to sea. You can order the same bottle that you can order ahead of time to be in your cabin. You can order a bottle from room service. The reason we do it ahead of time is I'm always weary of what will they have available or will they have a limited selection once you're on the ship versus what they get on the ship because I never quite know how much they will have. So that is one thing. Tony said, how dare you? But hey, that can be a good tip because you can order a bottle of booze for your room once you're on the ship and out at sea. You can definitely do that. Stephanie Regina M said the Oceanic was my first cruise after I got my first job. That's amazing.
Wow.
Where'd you leave out of? We left out of New York, right in New York City there, from the main port. What is the port called? The Port of New York?
The one by New Jersey?
Well, no, the one right in New York there in Manhattan.
Oh.
DC810 said they are lurking about. They can be lurking, the trouble ones. Chrissy P said, I love watching Carnival Dream videos. I've been sharing them all over the January 2nd group. I'm modding for our cruise. Well, that is awesome. Thank you for showing us the love. We appreciate that. Hope you don't get accidentally blocked tomorrow, Jamie. Well, you don't have to tell them that I was talking about him. You know, we can just keep it here amongst friends. So let's. Hold on. Janet and Beth are saying bye to each other. One of them must be getting off the chat. I'm not sure who. Let's see. Beth. Sheila said, I think we paid a delivery fee for having that bottle. So you never know. York says, will do. Thanks for the heads up to High Seas Paul. So High Seas Paul must have just dropped a great tip, and I missed it. The dude's got great tips. That's why I watch their videos. Great
drinking tips.
Yes, they're another channel going on. If you guys haven't checked out High Seas Cindy, make sure you do. Go over there and subscribe to their channel. There's a lot of other people. Anybody want to throw out there as we're winding down? I know we're robbing it from another vlogger, and they'll remain nameless here with us tonight. But if you want to throw down that you are creating some content and you want other people to check you out, there's still 117 people you can turn on to your stuff. So throw it out there now in the chat if you want. If you're creating Tell us where you can go, what you're doing, what they can see on your channel real quick. Go ahead and do it. Just take advantage of the opportunity. Throw your name out there. Little shameless self-promotion, never hurt anybody. Yes, the Manhattan Cruise Terminal. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else we need to talk about, or should we wrap up a solid hour-and-a-half chat?
I think it's about time to wrap it up.
Still 119 people here. Oh my God, there's 119, and then there's 119 thumbs up right now. You guys are awesome. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. All right, so we've covered a lot tonight. I think we've shared a lot of cruise information. We are making a conscious effort to talk more about information about cruising and give you guys information. There's a lot of amazing people doing live shows and vlogs, and everyone has their own thing and their own niche, and they all do something incredibly well. And one thing I think that we do well and that Sharon does an amazing job at is sharing information and sharing accurate information that you can use, you know, on your cruise. And like you saw from the question earlier, if you guys have a question and we haven't physically done, you know, the thing you're talking about, we'll research it and give you the best answer we can come up with to help you have a better experience. So that's a big deal for us. Let's see. Cruise with us. Vapors. 4 young vapors got kicked off within 30 minutes of getting on the Vista. They all 4 blew their smoke at a smoke detector at the casino bar and set off a tsunami of water all over the bar.
Oh my God.
Oh wow! So you're talking about like the guys that are on the vape things. That is crazy. That crazy. They did that. What a bunch of people are so crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I guess that'll be their last cruise on Carnival.
Yes. Tony Barnett will be a channel soon. Go ahead and subscribe. Talking about creativity and influence. Really? So you're doing your own thing under just the name? Very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I should think about that. I would just call it Jamie. You know what? I could call it Azzy. Call it Azzy. You guys know my nickname? Have I talked about that?
Oh, you do now.
Azzy. I mean, you can call me Azzy if you want. A-Z-Z-I-E. All the cool kids do. Do you want to know why? Should I tell them why?
I don't think.
Are you embarrassed right now hearing me talk about my childhood nickname? I think dude, does anyone out there want to know why my nickname is Azzy? If you do, you can just let me know and I'll see you. High Seas Paul saying good night. We'll see you on the high seas. Good night, Paul. I don't know if I saw Cindy in here that much, but if she wasn't with you, say hi to her. Yeah. Give us your best and all that good stuff. Timothy Walters off to check out Nurse Nancy's vlog. That's a great move. Make sure you check out Nancy. She's got some stuff. James Lemrick said they should be kicked off. You are right. Kids are troublemakers. Yeah. Let's see. Well, you got to remember that the chat's on a little bit of a delay. So people right now are just hearing me. There you go. Nurse Nancy said, "Tell us, Jamie." I forget that. Then when I'm talking, it takes like maybe 45 seconds to a minute till you know anybody else hears it. Need that Chivas ASAP. James Lemrick's talking about the vapors. So Nancy, I'll tell you because you're the only one who wants to know. So with my last name is Asmus, right? You guys know that. You've seen our name, and you've heard it pronounced now properly. And as a fan, I mean, I was an '80s kid, right? I like to rock. I was a heavy metal dude back in the day. Tony knows what I'm talking about. Flowing, I had the flowing mullet, the whole 9 yards. It was amazing. And I still love Ozzy Osbourne. So I love Ozzy. My last name is Asmus, so the kids called me Azzy. A-Z-Z-I-E, so that was my nickname. And so you guys are welcome to call me Azzy if you want as well. There you go. Anthony Plack wants to know. Anthony's like, please. He's like, Nancy, is this what you do with all this Sharonatsea stuff? Jeez. Tony said, yes, more people know my name than another brand. They do know your name, that's for sure. Del Brett, what's going on, Del? Glad to have you here, and thanks for noticing. 121 and 121, that is awesome. Leanne, I would never hold out on you. Nina Franklin is here. What's going on, Nina?
Hi, Nina.
Now everybody knows. Tony, yep, there it is. That's the story. Azzy, call me Azzy if you want, and that way, if you call me Azzy, then I know that we're buddies and we're tight. When we were on the Vista, there was something happening on our floor with drugs, and they got kicked off at the next port. And this was during the shutdown. Wow, that is crazy, Catherine. Wow. Yeah, there's always somebody. There's been plenty of times when we smelt a little bit of the I don't know what the kids call it these days. I think they call it the reefer. Is that what they call it? I don't know what the cool kids call it nowadays. Nancy said Ozzy or Azzy. It's Azzy is the nickname because I loved Ozzy.
Oh yeah, it's A-Z-Z-I-E.
Yes, you got it. Panorama next year, May 30. Let's get a party together. That's what Brian Stewart said. What's up, Brian?
I know a couple people that are going to be on the Panorama that day. I got invited by someone to go on the Panorama that date. But
really?
But we're going to be on a
Who invited you to go on a cruise and they didn't invite me?
Devana.
What?
Yeah, she has a group going on that.
Devana,
yeah.
If you're out there, you don't ever
I think she's
invite Sharon without me.
Anyways,
Anthony Plack has a mullet wig. Anthony, please bring that on the next cruise that we're cruising together because I need you to wear it the whole time, please. James said Jamie's settling into some good country and Frank Foster these days, though.
Oh my God, I just saw that. If there's a 70s night, you have that wig now you can bring for 70s night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring my Mike Brady wig. I'm going to wear that maybe next week. Should I wear that on the live next week?
Gosh.
All right. If you guys want me to wear a wig on the live show next week, let me know right now.
I'm going to post that picture on my Instagram.
Yes. John Burrows said yes. I think that is what the kids call it.
If you don't follow Sharon,
you're not posting anything on Instagram.
If you don't follow Sharon on Instagram, I will post that picture tonight. So check it out.
Leanne, it's AZZ. It's not Assy. It's Azzy. All right. Don't ever call me Assy, Leanne. There would be heck to pay. Tony, I'm not sure, man. I don't know if I can answer that. I mean, man, we can get deep into a lot of stuff. You know, I mean, the first two albums after he went solo, there's some amazing stuff. If I had to pick one of the first two albums with Randy Rhoads, I think I might go with Diary of a Madman. The song is so good. And then he had a couple albums with Jake E. Lee playing guitar, and those things were amazing as well. I think Killer of Giants was one of my favorite songs there. Then he got into the Zakk Wylde time, and you know I love Zakk tremendously, and there's so much good Ozzy. I will tell you that one of my favorite videos to watch. I mean, now that we're on the topic, what do we care?
There we go.
If you haven't seen it yet, Ozzy live at Budokan. It's a live concert recorded at Budokan, and it's Ozzy with Zakk Wylde playing guitar, the Trujillo, the bass player who's in Metallica now, is playing bass, and the drummer is the dude that was in Faith No More. He's got the huge dreadlocks, and it was amazing. Tremendous concert. I got it on a CD or DVD. I've watched it 100 times minimum. Sharon knows because she's been subjected to it. There's a lot of turn that crap down that goes on. But there you go. So there's our Ozzy conversation for the night.
I can listen to some Ozzy, but I'm not the biggest Ozzy fan. So.
Amy Rogers said, I picture Tony Barnett being more of a Billy Idol type of guy, too. Very interesting. Amy. Tony, do you have anything to say about that? Are you a Billy Idol guy? John Burrows is a big fan of Black Label Society, as am I.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them a number of times here in Arizona. I got to check that out. You are right. Cat Rose said my favorite Ducks and says my favorite Ozzy song is Crazy Train. Cat, I'll tell you what, that's fine. It's a great song, but when you say your favorite Ozzy song is Crazy Train, it's like saying that your favorite Led Zeppelin song is Stairway to Heaven. You know, it's one of those things where sometimes the diehard fans will pshaw you know, for something like that because it's such a mainstream popular song and there's so much of a catalog to listen to. But I digress. Leanne said Bon Jovi for me. Love him.
I love
Leanne,
Bon Jovi.
It's too bad that you are not going to be on the group cruise, La Little Loca Sharonatsea, because Tony and I are going to be doing a lot of Bon Jovi duets. And he's going to sing the Bon Jovi part, and I'm going to sing the Richie Sambora part. So that's something you're not going to want to miss. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm more of a Bon Jovi too myself, and I like Stevie Nicks. I've always been a Fleetwood Mac fan.
James Limerick said, have you ever had a beer at the House of Blues in Vegas with Zakk? Because I have.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting, my friend. Very interesting. No, but I have almost had Zack's sweat hit me from the stage at the Marquee Theater. But that must have been a while ago, as you know, because Zakk doesn't drink anymore because of the blood clots. But, you know, that's an awesome story. And if you have pictures, I would like for you to post them on the Cruise Crew page immediately following. And if you do post those pictures, I will immediately add 100 votes to your picture contest.
You can't do that.
Shh, don't tell him I can't do that. I just want to see the pictures. He'll think I can do that, and then afterwards I'll pretend there was a technical problem. Yes, 1,000 votes. I will add them on immediately.
Oh, stop, Jamie.
Kat said it's the memories that are associated with that song. Kat, do you want to tell us about that? I mean, we still have 110 people here. We got 5 minutes if you want to tell us about the memories. Leanne said, I might have to come on that cruise myself now. Come on, Leanne. Get the family together and just break down, cancel your plans, and get on that thing.
You have to pull those kids out of school.
Tony said, that's right. You, my Richie.
Matthew's actually going to take the week off.
Sheila said, love Stevie Nicks. It's funny because Sharon will be singing all your favorites from Stevie Nicks.
I love Stevie Nicks.
Yes.
She's my favorite.
Sharon and Jenny will be singing the Landslide song, I believe,
I can listen to Stevie Nicks all day long. John
Ketchum said, info on the group cruise. All right, there's 2 group cruises. There's a Sharonatsea group cruise, October 13, this October 13, 2019, on the Carnival Horizon. There are still rooms available.
Yeah, it's a 6-night.
Contact Sharon for details.
Out of Miami.
And then 2020, October 24th. October 24th, 2020 is the combo. People are saying it's going to be one of the greatest cruises ever to hit the water. The La Lido Loca Sharon at Sea dual group cruise.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is going to be amazing. And for that, you can contact Sharon for information on that. And I will always say that you can also contact Jenny as well if you've ever booked. Either one of these lovely ladies can take care of you and get you booked. But if you want to contact Sharon, it's sharonatsea@gmail.com, and we can get that going too. And there's going to be a lot of fun people. The word is that Griffin Alyssa will also be making an appearance on the LLL SAS Group Cruise 2. So a lot of your favorite vloggers might be there. So that's going to be kick-ass. Excuse my French. Sorry, no pictures. I didn't know who he was at the time. Come on, James. Not cool, dude. Doug is asking if you can play any of Zach's licks. I really can't. He's just too good, and I'm not that good. And I don't have enough time to practice that much. 2020 is on the breeze. Come along. Yeah. That is right. And
that's an 8-day on the
That
breeze,
is an 8-day.
so
and you will see Nurse Nancy on the horizon too this coming October if you want to hang out with Nurse Nancy. Speaking of big-time vloggers and internet personalities on the intraweb, Nurse Nancy will be there as well. So that will be fantastic. And her lovely husband, Anthony, will be there too. I'll have to get Wi-Fi since I'm on the other cruise October 2020. That's what Sheila said. All right, well, you can get Wi-Fi and you can watch all of it happen because there's going to be a lot of vlogging going on.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
All right, I think I was 15 out with friends at a teen club. The group I hung out with was Metalheads. We do a train around the dance floor. Okay, the crazy train. I like it. I like what you're telling me right now. All right, so we should probably wrap up. What's the best Wi-Fi package on the Norwegian Bliss? That's what June Summer said. June, what's going on?
I do not know what the best one is. I don't know if there's anyone that's been on the Bliss. I am trying to think if anyone's names that I remember being on the Bliss on here. I don't think they're on here.
Honest answer. But I'll tell you what, if you can afford it, get the highest end package for the most options. So you can do Facebook Live. You can watch some live stuff and watch some YouTube videos and live streams and stuff like that if you have good internet.
Just look and see what it all includes and depending on what your need is for that, what you're going to be using.
This is your travel. Boom. Came in with a great answer.
Oh, does he have one?
The Bliss has a social media package. It's about $85 for our 7-night tour.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Tony Barnett, good night. Jenny Barnett, the lovely Tony and Jenny, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, Tony.
Always nice to see you kids. We're going to drop to 100 in a minute, so this is a great time to say thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Thanks for the super chat earlier. You guys are awesome, and thanks for spending a couple hours, hour and a half of your night. Next vlog will be coming out here in a few days.
Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
Are you sure Wednesday? Because tonight's Monday, and I'm not sure we've even started it yet, to be honest with you.
That means you haven't started yet.
That means I haven't started yet.
Yeah, Wednesday. It'll be out Wednesday.
It's going to be tapping. We're going to see how much we want to go into because we did so much of St. Martin Day, the ATV tour on the last one, that we're going the night. We still have the nighttime of St. Martin, which did involve Teppanyaki, and it also involved an after party at the Atrium Bar with the shows, and that was a little crazy as well. We had a blast.
So that'll be the next one. And then we have...
Thank you, Nancy. We love you, and thanks for being here. And go put out some more vlogs. People are loving them. Make sure you go check out Nurse Nancy on YouTube. We need you to subscribe to her channel. We need there to be 500 subscribers by the end of the week.
Yes.
So you guys get it together. Support us. Support Nancy by subscribing to her channel.
She just got off the horizon, and she's going to have some amazing videos coming out.
So thank you very much, all. We sure do appreciate it. I have no idea what kind of dog Boswell is, but maybe next week we'll have a meet Boswell moment.
I will let you know next week. I will find out.
Jonesha Frazier just got here and said hello. Where have you been? We're just wrapping it up.
Hello.
You got to come out earlier next time. Please, we'll get you right involved in the mix. Thank you. Good night. Thanks for your insight and helping us have great ideas for fun memories with our family and cruise friends. Thank you, Catherine. It's very sweet of you, and we really appreciate it. It's comments like that that make everything worthwhile for us.
Yeah.
Tina Thomas, thank you. Justin Brito, greetings. This is my first time live with you guys. Justin, are you just getting on now, dude? We're just wrapping it up. We've been rolling for an hour and a half here. An hour and 40 minutes. If you guys are just coming on now, thank you for being here.
Yeah, you can watch the replay, and
yes.
We'll be back next Monday. Try to come pop in a little earlier if you can. I don't know, some people have work and different things, but they can't. But
Big G and Snuggles, what's up? We need to be hanging out, Big G. Yeah, watch the replay and make sure 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern is when we roll on Mondays. We're going to stick with that even though our time just changed. So we're going to stick with that schedule. So so we appreciate you guys watching. We love you. Thank you very much. And
happy cruising.
Happy
Good night, everyone.
Cruising.
See you next Monday.
We're going to shut this thing down. We're not going to mess around and do any of that coming back type of stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys an amazing picture. Good night, Jennifer. And I want to show you this great picture of this right here. All right, I just came back for a minute. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything. You guys are awesome. Have a great night. Good night.
See you next week.